hopefully everyone can see us now. I'm gonna check though. My favourite thing are mostly queer. Again, because busy. Somebody's been in Florida and somebody else has been at Newcastle. So it's a little bit different there. But yeah, Debbie, tell us all about Disney. I want to know.
I don't know what to say. It was awesome. We were very lucky with the weather, in that it was predicted to be basically thunderstorms the entire 2 weeks. We pretty much only had 3 days of rain, and I had my sister texting me at what must have been 2 o'clock your time. She was like, "Are you alright?" I'm like, "It's a bit thundery, it's alright." She's like, "You're in a hurry."
Today my laptop does not seem to like it today. Alicia is in the chat. Hi Alicia, we got to see you at Newcastle. Yay! Alicia and her friend came up to us, and I'm like, "Aww, it's cute." It was real cute. And then I only found out afterwards that it was Alicia. I was like, "Ah, hello." Yeah, cosplay was like massive, so that was good. And we did some cosplay masquerade judging. And we had the lovely table set up, and like I think Luke outdid himself with the table set up because we had less room than normal as well because the tables, because at uni doing this. If you know you won't be doing this. Weird machine. Hate you so much. Oh no! Alicia said I missed all of that. It was loading. Oh no. Okay. We love the fact you came up to the stand, and hopefully you can hear this now. Style art. And me and Shay did some dancing on Just Dance, and it was hilarious. And you'll get to see it in vlog.
Please tell me there's footage.
Yeah, Alison vlogged it. Alison was like, because the first time I went on Just Dance, and then they were all like, "You hid the camera." I was like, "I didn't. It just was somewhere." I think it was in like my pouch or something, like back at the stand, and I was just like, "I don't know where it is." And then Alison was like, "I got you." Because we all know I have no rhythm and can't dance to save my life. So,
or just has no hips.
No hang room. Danger. Because we've known Emily online for years. And it's really fun. Really fun to get to hang out with her. It was lovely. She just fitted in like she was another one of the Amorphous Blob. Everybody does. And Shading saying Just Dance was amazing, let's do it again. Just Dance was interesting. Yeah, I still have no rhythm, it's fine. But yeah, it was good fun. But yeah, we had a really good time at Rapture. Like I said, it was quite quiet for cosplay, but in terms of interest, it was really, really good. And it was lovely to get to meet Bug again as well. So we got to meet Shady. I said I think Luke outdid himself with the table set up because it looked absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is our table. You can see it from the back of the room. It's amazing. So yeah, it was really good. But I think I have conflu. I don't know who gave it to me or who did it, but I blame you all. Well, maybe blame you all. Well, maybe not you.
Dying a little bit.
Aww.
But yeah, she's passed it along.
Passed it along, just sharing the love. So yeah, so much as well.
It's one of those things where it was going to be a sort of like it's a once in a lifetime thing, and then by the end of the first, we were like, we're doing this again, aren't we? We are doing this again.
Yeah, it tends to happen that way for once in a lifetime things. Me going over to South Carolina wasn't supposed to be a once in a lifetime thing, and I ended up going 3 times. So yeah, there's that. That's always a good thing though, because you and Sarah spent
not very ridey. Like it's got maybe 2 and anything. Like Pirates of the Caribbean is like a very slow boat ride.
Yeah, I've been on Pirates in Paris, but yeah.
Yeah, it's basically so like each park has maybe 2 particularly big rides, whereas Universal was much more about the thrill rides. However, oh my god, Diagon Alley is just so amazing because you got Diagon Alley and maps because you got a map with like all your spells on.
I unpacked my Rapture one, but to be fair, it was only because I had the in-laws coming around yesterday, so I was like, I'd better tidy up, I suppose.
Oh, there we go. Right. So. Three.
No.
So it's different areas, and they have like all the spells you can do around the outside that correlate to what spells you can do in different shops, windows, and things. So you can make displays happen. You got one for Hogsmeade as well. My favourite thing at Disney. Oh god. Everything. Meeting the Prince. Weird because some of the adults play him off as rather slow.
Oh no.
Ours was just more childlike than you know slow. Tinkerbell was lovely. We got shrunk to the size of a pixie to me.
Cosplayer, you know, when I see Disney cosplayers, and I know a lot of Disney cosplayers, like the main is like, you know, acting like the princesses because you've got to, because children are around. You know, you can't just kind of, especially at Disney, being that character is so iconic.
Yeah,
you've got to be like 100% in character all the time, and you can't Muppets. You just can't. You know?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's really cool.
Rides wise. We had the fast passes for a lot of stuff, so we got to skip the queues for various things. The one thing we didn't manage to get was the new Pandora ride, the Flight of Passage. So it was a 2-hour queue, but it was amazing because it's basically like a 3D simulator of ride breathing. So it's like you're actually on this dragon.
That's amazing.
So it was really good. It's a lot 3D rides than I thought they were going to be. You don't actually go fast. It's more like an experience where you're on the tracks and you're like being knocked around by a dragon, or you know, you're running away from Bellatrix. Bellatrix appears. You get sprayed by water when you like get hit with like a water spell, or you know, you get a blast of heat when the dragon comes near you.
Oh, that's cool.
The journey was pretty similar, but instead of being on a track, you were it was a sphere, and like you were then tilted or pushed up or down, and it's really you had like Dementors coming at you and another dragon, and you were playing Quidditch, and I was just like, yes, I don't want to leave this ride. I'm home. This is it.
I just want to stay here. Yeah, I was going to say, how much did they have to drag you out of Universal?
A little bit.
Well, also you can actually cosplay Universal, can't you, rather than just Disneyland?
You can. Regret. We had regret. I have to admit, it was.
How much did I say to you would not want to have wigs? You know.
I didn't expect it to reach 36 degrees.
Yes. And it's the humidity though that always got me when I went over to South Carolina, because obviously South Carolina is basically right next door to Florida, and the humidity is insane. And being out in the heat of the day as well, especially like if it's really sunny as well, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Like between sort of 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock, we just pretty much lived in the shops or like in attractions that we could get into because it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But one day I had an ice cream at 7 o'clock at night. 2 minutes later, it's all down my arm because apparently it's still 28 degrees out, and I'm like, oh.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Rather warm, yeah.
And things. It's a shame we didn't actually. We may have got a lot of footage for CMV use in the future.
How did I know that this would happen? Hi, Leona. Welcome to the stream. I'm donating blood and watching you. Well, I hope we're entertaining enough for donating blood time. I am kind of sewing-ish. Very ish. I'm making a pouchy boy. There's weird stuff for sale at Rapture Newcastle, and it did surprisingly well, which is really weird because it's something that's brand new to us, and we hadn't really done any of it before, so we were kind of like messing around with it a little bit and just being like, well, we'll see how it goes. But I think we'll do it again. But I also really enjoy sitting and like working on stuff anyway, like because we all obviously took it in turns to like look after the table and stuff, and we just had to judge the masquerade, look after the table.
Yeah.
So it was really good in that everyone kind of got a chance to like. I think me and Luke didn't really get a chance to like go upstairs and play the games, but we definitely got a chance to like go play some games at some point, which was nice. And me and Luke also got like we went outside and got pictures and stuff with Emily as well and Blair. So that was good. So I wanted some new pictures of my Vex. So I was like, I don't really have any pictures of Vex yet, but I have pictures of Cass. So I was like, I'm cool to see on the stand like Cass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, the Rapture's actually been really good. I hope it's something that happens again next year. Fingers crossed. Because they've been really fun. Just because like they're a bit smaller, but really nice to meet folk.
Yeah.
Met quite a few people from the streams at the different Raptures. Because it's a bit smaller and a bit more accessible for folk. And again, it's the north, so we always like the north. We always like Newcastle. When you go past, you're like, sunny gone, we will be back. Newcastle's always fun. Yeah, well, Luke and I have already started planning out next year's cons, so that's a thing. We already possibly have 6 booked in, so we're going to be busy. Considering we were not looking that way so far. I've been full of flu this week, it's great.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will have more bits and pieces going on next year. Alicia's saying the 6 panels, I just had 6 booked in, 6 cons booked in already. I need to actually work out when they all are and make sure no one's clashing. We still have some cons coming up hopefully later this year as well. Like, we're not done yet. Hopefully there should be a couple of us up at Rycon. Fingers crossed. And hopefully MCM Birmingham. Which we could do to sort out hotel rooms, actually. That's something we need to do. Because we're going to do it.
I may have bought a friend.
Too cute.
So yeah. Newt has some friends.
Newt always has friends. Did you buy lots of things over in Disney?
Maybe. I actually didn't buy as much in Disney as I thought I would. The mall, however, I may have spent $120 in one shop.
Wow.
Well, they had all the pops that I wanted from the new Fantastic Beasts. And they were like 2 for $18 plus some special edition ones. And I'm just like, that's what, like, brain.
One would cost over.
It's less than £8 each. I'm like, you know what? I can get these cheaper here than I can home. So
yeah, that's fair.
I just came out with like a massive bag of pops.
Just be like, hi. Did you bring like a spare suitcase or something with you?
Shit. The weight limit was 20 kilograms. Which we had to and just be like, yeah, whatever. Because it was only stuff that we'd bought cheaply off like eBay. So
that's true. Yeah, like you guys didn't spend a lot of stuff. Yeah. Throw out your clothes so you can bring all your presents back. That makes sense. It's a way to cosplay. It does though. It does.
we managed to buy quite a lot of presents for people, which is quite nice. So a lot of our Christmas shopping's done.
Well, aren't you organised? I have done
pin badges, so I know I'm proud owner of many pin badges.
Nice. I should really get one, to be honest. I've got so many pin badges that I've just kind of picked up from cons, because while I don't spend a lot of money at cons generally, like, if there's cute badges, I will buy them. And I'm kind of like going, can't really put them anywhere, it's a bit rubbish, really. Yeah, I think the next few weeks will be, well, we need to sort out MCM Brum. Hopefully ride on. Luke and I were like planning loads of stuff when we're coming back from there's a surprising amount of stuff that goes into like trying to get all the stuff organised for different cons. And get panels sorted and get different bits and pieces sorted out. So I need to sit down and have a look at what we need to figure stuff out.
Knowing things I can't remember. Oh, it's Mulan. There was a gorgeous Mulan. They had an art of Disney shop, so I was happy. We may have sort of spent about $50 each in honeydukes. So
you have plenty of Venus props then?
Yep.
Not you didn't already.
She did, actually. It was a chance to be silly.
I figured she would. Sarah and I tend to go for the same type of character. So I was like, she's going to have fun.
Fair, she was like, if Mel hadn't claimed him already.
It's my first cosplay character for a reason, guys. I mean, come on. Love him to bits. It's fun. Also, you know, she's kind of established herself as Narcissa now, so it's a thing.
It's true. I have lost Mulan. That's annoying.
Oh. Have you moved her somewhere? Have you not moved her, like, actually to a room or something like that? Or...
No, it's like I've got all the others here, but not her. And wait 20 minutes to get her, because the people in the queue are faffing about.
Because apparently Lane's just like... They're well trained in stopping to get me coffee. It happens, you know.
Didn't murder us, so that's a good start.
Yeah, that's always good.
Shoot with her as Lily as well,
Aww.
where she died in the wig.
Oh god, yeah. She blew in long wig as well in that heat. I'm like, oh.
So that was less good.
Please tell me you didn't wear your coat as new.
No, I did bring it.
You brought it! Why did you bring it, weirdo?
Because it's bloody freezing in England.
That's true.
I want a coat.
That's true.
And I found one in Primark the other day that was just like pretty much perfect. It's not quite the right colour, but it's close.
New Harry Potter stuff apparently in Primark. Oh, damn you! Damn you, I want one of those jumpers. And like, that's kind of what I actually want. You know me, I know you always go to Primark for the Harry Potter stuff, but I'm like, I actually want to go to Primark and I want a chance.
No.
Keep remembering like that I'm busy doing something else, and I'm like, oh, I guess I can't now then. I'll get a chance at some point.
Do they actually work? I think they work. Yes, they do. I have Halloween Mickey ears. I'm never going to wear them.
You did like a lot of the experiences stuff as well, didn't you? You did like did you do like a breakfast with the princesses and stuff as well?
Yeah, we did. Well, the first one was supposed to be a character breakfast with Belle, but she did not turn up, so I was a bit sad about that.
Aww.
But the next one was with Flynn and Rapunzel, and turned out Ariel and Eric as well, so it was a lot of fun.
Aw, that's cute.
I really, really wanted to ask Flynn to sign it in Eugene instead, but I didn't think I was allowed to. I feel like maybe he can't sign Eugene. Maybe that's pushing it. But yeah, I want to cosplay Rapunzel. I really do.
An adorable Rapunzel. You know what? I will probably Flynn for you, or Sarah will Flynn for you. One of us will Flynn for you.
Sarah wants to Mother Gothel, I think.
That's true. We have talked about this a few times. Just one of those cosplays that just never seems to materialise quite.
I don't really have many cosplays lined up for next year, so
I have far too many Critical Role cosplays.
Guys have kind of moved away from season 2, so I don't know if there's much point in doing it.
Well, we've kind of I'm still up to date with season 2. I still enjoy season 2 a lot. To be fair, season 1 takes a lot of getting into. But I want to improve Caleb, and I want to improve. I do kind of want to do Yasha. Especially after seeing Emily's bow, because Emily's bow is gorgeous. I'm just like, oh my god. It was just like, oh my god, it's so pretty. But yeah, I really want to Yasha, because that's my aesthetic if nothing else is. But you would make an adorable jester. Plus you can do blue face paint now, it's fine.
Hello AC cosplayers, I'm here and queer, I have a hot glue gun and I'm kind of scared. I think we are as well.
Yeah, a little bit. You've seen me in hot glue guns, I've proved it far too many times on here, that's why I keep sewing instead. Far too many times. Hey AC, hey AC, hey AC. I might be coming up to Rycon. It might be a day trip. It's a good plan, going up to Glasgow and back in the day. But yeah, might be coming up to Rycon. Hope so, fingers crossed. And confirm soon. I really like this combo. Luke literally had the scraps of this lovely lining, and I was just like, steel? Yes, I can steal. Have any other ones that I put together. Yay, Rycon buddies! Rycon buddies! We could do the Rycon thing. Lucy's saying I'm running on 4 hours sleep in the past 2 nights. What have you been doing, fam? Let's see what else I can put together on here. I love how like all my bits and pieces are still kind of in here from the other day. I've been working on stuff out of my craft bag from the con, and I'm still working on stuff out of my craft bag. Making some pouch lads. Let's get some more spikies. He got me into a new show and I've already started making a cosplay and only finished it Saturday morning. Oh, is that the Dragon Prince one? It is good. I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it, Devs.
Me and Sarah were just watching it going, but why is it us?
Yeah.
I kind of want to cosplay Rayla.
Yeah, do it. Character type, yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of figured you would go for the auntie, the guard lady.
That's what Luke keeps trying to. Luke and Emily were persistent at Rapture, going, "You need to do that one." I'm like, but she's just Cassandra.
Yeah, we pretty much know her name was Mel.
Mm-hmm. Like, she is just Cassandra. Hello, character type.
So who are you cosplaying, AC?
Assuming it's that one. Want to be something completely different. You know, I keep working on these little pouches, and I really should do like, you know, the leather one that I actually did properly. But it's still drying, so that's my excuse.
So yes, it was Friday night and I was about to go to bed, but I decided to watch an episode of something. It was Netflix and I come across Dragon Prince. He's grand.
Ah, okay. No, I think he was saying John Malamayo because everyone says that's who I should basically do. I'm like, I can't argue with you there. But I also can't sign language, and I figure that that would be kind of, you know, the key part of that character. So
then you learn some.
Debbie. Dear sweet Debbie. You've seen me try to learn things.
Baby. I can't remember how it is now. C E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V. Damn it, W X Y Z, I think. From a vague thing when I was in primary school.
That's pretty cool.
It's probably changed a lot since then, actually.
Well, also a very long time ago, Debbie.
Yeah. It was back when you used to get those, like you could, what was it, those post-away kits you could get like for rainy days, and you'd like 50 things to make and do and that, all that kind of thing. Way back when.
Way back when, because Debbie and I are old. It's okay. It's when I realised that I was literally older than everybody at Rapture by at least 10 years. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Oh, bad times.
Well, all the other banders that were there, the younger ones. And Emily is also that same age. She's the same age as us. Like, God damn it. I'm not used to this being all on my own business. It's okay, it means I get IDs when I'm with those lot anyway.
It's really bad. I was trying to remember how old I am. I'm just like, I've
been reminded how old he is all day. It's been great. For a whole month. Oh, it's really awkward, this bit. Once you get it right, it looks really good. But it's like the one really good thing about these pouches is that it makes the edges look real good. Well, but because they're all fully lined as well, it just makes them look a heck of a lot better. But yeah, it's when I reckon like these little boys are actually better as dice bags, and kind of because they can expand and everything as well, fully out to being dice bags.
yeah.
And then I was like, I can just have them as dice bags, and then just have a little thing on the back if people want them to put on a belt. But if people just want them as a dice bag, that's cool. I can do that. But I also really like the pouches because they're so useful. Like, there's literally nothing worse than being at an event and having.
Well, Princess Elena actually had pockets built into her costume. Ball gown, she had pockets. So yes, we did take Elena to meet Princess Elena.
Oh, Princess Elena. So cute. It's also where it's like Elena does so many pretty long gowns as well. So she's going to teach you to do a bell one.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have room in the house for it right now, though. There's not enough space for ball gowns.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the nice thing about these pouches and stuff. Is I'm basically making them from stuff I already have. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying not to buy new materials for it. Like, I've bought like bias tape, and I've bought lacing, but that's it. Like, the rest of it's kind of stuff I already have. I'm just trying to sort of use that up first. So it's actually quite good because it means I'm getting rid of. It's obviously like the small bits that you have left over from the costume are like not enough to make another costume, but they're enough to like make a pouch or two.
Yeah.
So it's quite useful. So it means I'm using up stuff that I wouldn't normally be using, which is good. No wastage. AC said I could teach you how to do sign language, Mel. I'm like, oh no. Trust me when I say I'm rubbish at learning things. These lot know, they tried teaching me the picture. Like, actually on my way back, I ended up going through Edinburgh. And it was a really sunny day and it was really pretty. I managed to take a couple of nice pictures, which was good. And Luke managed to get some really nice pictures out of me, somehow, with magic ways. It made me look like a girl, like a soft girl. So good. in my Vex. It was just like, just look over here and like this, and I was just like, yes, yes. It was a good time. Don't know how we managed it as a wizard. I need more warbler and stuff. I'm kind of tight on money considering Christmas is coming up. Feel you on that. You can always like start to do the foam side of it, and then obviously you can add an option. Plus, like when you buy like a big sheet of warbler, like I've still got most of a sheet of warbler that I had for Cassandra. I mean, it used up quite a bit, but I had a good half sheet left. So it doesn't.
And never throw away your scraps.
No,
guys.
never throw away your scraps.
Scraps.
I have a bag of scraps down there, along with a bag of scraps on leather, because again, they're really useful as material I have to line things with. The actual attachment to actually put it on a belt needs to be made of real leather, because otherwise it's just going to break. Like, this vinyl is not strong. It's not, and it's surprisingly strong. So never throw away your offcuts of anything. Unless you're trying to cut down your scraps box. Mine was definitely overflowing, hence why I started. If I can get rid of them like in some way useful, yeah, we actually did start selling them. Only like very cheaply. We're not going to charge loads of money, but it's just because like I find them really useful. Like, if I've got that app that I can put my phone and stuff in, and it goes with like medievally costume, it's so much easier. Or you've got like this little boy. It's like a dice bag. So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's why I keep making all these pouches and things, because I actually did sell a few at Rapture, so it's quite nice. But it's also something I actually really enjoy making stuff for myself. And I'm improving my own skills as well, which is always good. Because like these have all improved massively since I first started doing them. I'm just going to continue to walk around with a million pouches. AC saying that's what I'm doing, Amigo. Finished most of the armour, building it wise except for the shoulders. I ain't ready to tackle that. That's fair. Shoulders are always the hardest part of any costume. I hate shoulders and sleeves. Because if you can't get them to sit right, you just never look right. Okay, knots on the thing. But yeah, I have been making these, and then basically whenever we have a table next, which will be next year at this point. But yeah, I'm kind of you. We love a crazy pouch lady. That's me. Welcome to my crazy pouch lady times. No, I'm improving my own, because my own one is made out of leather and was just very badly glued together, and this one is actually sewn together. I did remake this yesterday, but it's still drying out, so don't really want to mess with it too much right now because it's still a bit damp. But you have to like damp the actual leather to make it do things, but it's well. And I had a few folk actually asking me about commissions for leather work or for pouches or whatever, because again I can always put like just playing Magic the Gathering onto the dice bag. But I was actually in the middle of making one that had like a really soft like grey sort of line. He was like, I'll have that one. I was like, well, I'll finish it off before the weekend, so yeah, sure, you know, why not? It's just a case of choosing which one you want. AC saying, I also managed to get Dragon Age 2 for £2 from Grain Game the other day. Let's just say there's no hope for me ever having a fully functioning life again. Well, Dragon Age 2, I've actually not played it, but the characters are really fun. So, I've played plenty of Inquisition there. Oh, I played a really fun game as well at Rapture. The guys actually got me going over to go and play it specifically. Hello, my genre of gaming from back in part 2, and I played part 2 for like 5 minutes and turned around and went, I want this game. It shouted at me for like pressing the fireplace too many times, and I was like, I want this game. It sassed me. I like it. Luckily we had Blair with us for Newcastle, because Newcastle is a pain. Like, we had just as much issues getting in and out of Newcastle itself as we did when we drove our steps. It was horrible. Yeah. Like, it didn't matter where we were going. So we went to the uni first, then went to the hotel. It didn't matter where you were going actually in the city centre. As soon as you hit the city centre, it's just crazy. The sat-nav just takes you up one-way streets, it takes you up dead ends, it takes you up everywhere, and it's like, guys, sort your life out. Like,
I've had it try to take me. It was like, do a U-turn. I was like, this is a dual carriageway. It's no, you can't.
It told us to do a U-turn. The same thing. It was like, what?
Yeah, go straight ahead. Well, straight ahead is a brick wall, so I'm gonna ignore you.
Yep.
I've managed to find my Mulan. There we go. Isn't she pretty?
Oh, very pretty. So pretty.
Pretty pictures.
Oh my god, those are really pretty. So cute.
Of Aladdin and Jasmine and Pansy.
Yay!
And Belle.
Ooh.
And Pocahontas. And Tink.
Cute.
So even at Disney, we decided we'd buy all of the artwork.
Even when you're at Disney and not planning on buying artwork, yeah.
Yeah.
Alicia's saying, I literally only played Minecraft and Mario. That's fair enough. Oh my god, we had a Minecraft off. It was amazing. They blogged it, so you'll see it on blog. But Emily and Blair had never played Minecraft before. So they ended up basically, because it was quite quiet on the Sunday, I think it was. No, it's a Saturday. One of the days, can't remember which one. It was quite quiet, and there was two computers that happened to be free next to each other. So they basically had a 30-minute time limit, and they had to sit and build like the best house they could in 30 minutes. And then Luke and Alison did the same thing later on. They both played Minecraft before. I had to go and judge their houses. I was just like, I guess I'm looking after the table then while you guys are all Minecrafting. But yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, Emily's so cute. I hope she gets to come up to like SunnyCon and stuff as well with us. Could be good fun. Add her to the Amorphous Club of all the folk that we take to SunnyCon.
I think Elena's planning on coming.
Time, didn't she? Like everyone enjoyed it last time. It was good. I remember it was also like the con where you guys were like, we'll share with Elena because it's like us practicing for Disney. See if she can put up with our craziness for a weekend. Emily managed it, you know. The rooms and we'll decide on who's sharing with who afterwards. It's easier. Ooh,
we went into Hot
pretty.
Topic. So yeah, we were nerds and went into Hot Topic.
So apologies if it's a bit choppy. But get a new laptop.
Yeah, Sarah's has decided that it'll only have sound on occasion.
Oh no.
So like she has to reboot it 3 or 4 times before she gets any sound.
God. Mine's not that bad yet, but it's not doesn't like Stream. Stream takes a lot out of it. He goes, I'm old, leave me alone. I make a bit of mislining and I'm like, no, you must get fixed. Ow. AC saying, Gwen doesn't have a sword, but making all this armor makes me want to make a sword. Sad times. I ended up buying a sword because I was like, I do not want to make a sword. It does not appeal to me. AC saying, my gaming experience is Telltale game.
The Walking Dead.
Franchise,
thank you. Just Dance. Don't know what DBH is. Until Dawn. Mass Effect. Yeah.
It's pretty extensive.
I tend to not have very good hand-eye coordination.
Same.
I rage quit that so hard, so often, because it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
So I tend to watch a lot of Let's Plays because I don't have the time, the money,
the patience.
Or let's put it like that. So Until Dawn was very good. Can't remember who I watched play that. Somebody shouty. I still love Marsh Dyer and their playthroughs of like.
Sure, that's all your fault. You got me into that streamer, and then you also got me into that game because you're like, you should watch it because Marshall Dyer's, and I'm like, okay, if Marshall Dyer's done it, I like them because they are not. It's heartbreaking. All of the life.
And they do tend to go for some of more less known games. So they did like Soma, which is really good. They they did Prey before a lot of people did. Before it became massive. I like Prey. Just it's alien, usually into aliens, but it's the fact that it's like mimics and things, and they turn into cups. So you go into one room and there's just labels covered over thing. This is not a mimic. This is not a mimic. This is not a mimic.
Cake waved at me 2 seconds. I got cake. That's okay. I can just eat it like this, smash it in my face.
Detroit Become Human. Okay, that's one the others play, I think. And Alicia also has Bad Hand Organization. It's great for cosplay as well.
Real fun.
Like, where's this needle going? In my thumb.
Yep, real fun. Especially when you've got hot glue guns and needles and everything else. I'm exactly the same, but I used to play like a lot of the RPG type games back in the day. But then like Dragon Age, weirdly, I could get on with. Oh, he's got me a 4th, yes! Little boy, I made him cake. But then I wanted to eat the cake. That kind of prepped me for Dragon Age. Because I only played Dragon Age, I was kind of going, I'll play it for a bit. I'll need to play it if I want to try and cosplay from it. 20 hours later, completed all the side quests, going, I don't want to complete the main mission. Oh, that means I'll finish it. So yeah. Like, it's weird with games with me, like, I'll either play nothing at all.
Yeah. See, I can watch people play scary games. I can't watch scary movies, and I can't play them myself. But yeah.
I don't like scary movies. And I'm kind of the same. I'm like, you know, I don't really go out my way to watch them playing scary games, though, to be honest. I'd rather watch ones that are more interesting. Like, I knew that, like, for example, I could have played Life is Strange. That's what I'm really bad at. Is trying to, like, run and then, like, do something in time to be able to do the next thing. So that's the sort of stuff in my Life is Strange makes it heartbreaking. So, there's that as well, you know. And it's sometimes, like, the person that's playing as well, like, their reaction to it as well. Like, like, oh, because like Marshall is just so sweet, and I'm just like, oh my god, like you've got exactly the same reaction that I'd have. I cry at everything though, so there's that. Yeah, like Blair's really into Detroit Become Human, so is Bethan at the moment. I've not really seen much of it, apart from I know there's a couple of different characters. I know there's Connor, I know there's Zara. Mainly because I've seen cosplays.
Very Final Fantasy, but like the older ones were a bit easier because it was turn-based, so it was more like an actual RPG as opposed to just smash shit.
Today because they were turn-based.
Like I have sunk a good 70 hours into Final Fantasy 9 and not finished it. Because every time I pick it up now, I've forgotten what my mission was, so I really ought to start it again.
I'm pretty sure you'd have a group with you at some, you know, from our lot.
I'm not sure if they're all into the older ones. They're very much into their drippy boys.
Bethan.
Well, I can imagine Bethan as Kuja, actually.
Bethan's a very good boy. Thrown in my face.
And so that.
Yeah, I enjoyed their stuff a lot because I also had the same issue where I think I watched Jacksepticeye playing Undertale, I think, possibly. And the genocide run was actually quite entertaining, but there's a lot of energy there. I don't always have a lot of energy when I'm just watching stuff on YouTube. I'm like, guys, come on. I obviously haven't really watched much play stuff recently though, because I've just been like, Critical Role! Let's sink all my out into that! But yeah, you should continue with season 2 of Critical Role.
Yeah.
Trust me when I say that the groups in person are a lot nicer. Like when we had a little meet up at Amsterdam, Scotland, we went to both days because they were lovely. Like everybody there was so lovely, and it really kind of restored my faith in it a little bit. Yeah. Because I also had the same issue in that I basically went on a Facebook group and people were just like, "Whoa, why are you not caught up?" I'm like, because each episode is 4 hours long. There's like now 30 odd in season 2. Never mind season 1 where it's got over 100 episodes. No, I'm not caught up, funnily enough. I started a few weeks ago. And so they were a little bit like judgy of that, and I was like, what? Because normally, you know, like Taz for example, the fandom is very much like you are where you are. That's cool. Well, to be honest, it's like once I've left this one, and then obviously in person as well. There's obviously a load of them that are absolutely lovely that were at Scotland, so I can't really fault it.
To a lot of it on the plane, but I kind of didn't. I did watch Love, Simon, however, which was amazing and made me cry.
Aww.
I might actually get my mum to watch it.
I need to do some more cosplay work, but I'm trying to think what else I need to do. Plenty of stuff, but I don't want to poke nothing right now. What other lads have I got to work on? I could sit at the sewing machine for a bit, I suppose, but that means I can mute stuff. Or might cut things out, there we go. That's everything that like I can sew right now. Well, easily. I could sew around this, but then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna dye it as well. I think dyeing it will be easy before I do the trim. Right. Cut some more boys out so they have to move. Oh, so comfortable. So comfortable. Sit on the floor, where I belong. Yeah, I think if we do end up at Rycon, I think we're going to bring Taz lads out, which would be quite fun. We haven't brought them out in a while.
Bring what out, sorry?
The Taz lads. Magnets are getting a train on the morning of.
I'm probably going to Taz for Birmingham just because they're comfy and I've spent a lot of time on Kerry, so yeah. I feel like I ought to wear her more than once.
Yes. I haven't even thought about Birmingham yet, to be honest. I need to figure out if my pennies are there. Depends on how much hotels are, basically, as to whether I do Birmingham or not. Because I'm a little low on money.
I figured. Yeah, like I could have done London MCM next weekend, but I don't really have the money to sink into it at the moment. Because let's face it, it's mostly the art that I'd be going for. and it's a long way.
It is.
Well, it's not. It's an hour and a half, but
like I'm just like can't. Like London has I've not really been on the Craftstream for a while anyway because it is expensive. I've not been to a London MCM since we last went about 3 years ago. So I'm like, yeah, no. Like
on variety as is in London, whereas Manchester is a bit sparse.
Yeah.
However, it's also spread out a lot more than London, so you've got a best of both worlds, and you got a good doing it.
The NEC is such a good thing.
Yeah.
We enjoy the NEC anyway for insomnia and stuff. Anyway. The NEC is such a good venue. It's so easy to get to. Right? It's easy to get to. It's not like hotels aren't extortionate. Like no, anyway. Like, they're not cheap by any means.
No. For another room. Yeah. Spread it out a bit, but it's just absolutely ram-packed.
Like, you saw me last time I went. Feeling it to a certain level, and then I just go to
like if I do a day trip to like London Con like that, it's going to be on a Sunday because Saturday's just out of the question. Oh, yeah. It's
or even like Fridays or like if you're off work or something.
Yeah.
Really, really popular, and it kind of gives me a bit of hope because I'm like, well, maybe they might come to Birmingham next time. Fingers crossed.
It did make me giggle a bit. Everyone was so pissed off that they'd sold out in 5 minutes.
Themselves?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we get quite a few like voice actors and people over. But it's the fact that they do Critical Role as well as voice actors.
Because Matt came to Amicon, one of them.
Yeah.
A few years back, so like I met him at Amicon or Iacon. And it's so much better at fan run convention with because that's what they're being paid. Not as fun.
I've never really done the whole as a celebrity I need to meet them type thing. Like I've done cons, I've crewed cons where it's more of a thing. I used to do a lot of the Showmasters cons as crew. Do the cosplay stuff. But obviously like a lot of folk would, go meet the celebrities and stuff. It's not really something I'm particularly interested in. Like I'd like to, like I've met a lot of celebrities just by kind of crewing the same events and being in the same hotel as them. Like meeting them at the bar. Craig Charles gave Jess a lighter. It's like, it's just sort of one of those things where you're just like, yeah, that's cool. Most of the time if they go into these kind of cons, they know that people are maybe a bit silly sometimes, but mostly like folk are pretty harmless.
Yeah. And
mostly people are just interested in them to be there, kind of thing. Like I'd like to have gone to like the panel affairs. I think that would be a lot of fun.
They're live streaming as well, so
yeah. Oh yeah.
Not quite the same.
One of my favourite things I think of listening to the Taz Live panels is always. I was like, whenever they first go on, they go, "Can we have the house lights up, please, and look at all the cosplayers?" And I'm like, that's so cute. They don't have to do that.
If they come to the UK, I'm so there, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Was like, if Critical Role or if Taz ever comes to the UK, like I definitely want to go see like their panel, go see the thing that they do, rather than go meet them.
Yeah.
So, what's going on and chat?
Not a lot.
Laughing Hat's here, and Icon's quite an easy one for me to get up to. Yeah. What a pretty kitty. Want to try and
Just had to reload the page because it's decided to just give up on chat. There we go.
Trying to see what else can like fit in this little bit of green. I think this is my last bit of green. Oh yeah, I can put this in a second there. Yeah, I don't really know what cosplays I'll be working on next year. Probably improving my critical organisation.
Fair. I'll be in feathery hell. It'll be fine.
It's okay if I end up doing that, so I'll also be in feathery hell. I will join you in the feathery hell. We will relive this past year.
I'm trying to convince Sarah that she wants to hurley for me.
That would be cute.
She was like, but Hurley's like half the size of Sloane. She's a bloody halfling. I'm like, have you seen our Merle? I'd like to do like a lich version, a full lich version of Loop. Would be fun.
Well, your Loop's so good though. We talked about your Loop the other day. We love how much like your confidence has come up in the panels.
Lucretia.
Oh.
Elena wants to do Lucretia.
Yes.
For SunnyCon. So we may have full crew.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Which means I can get my damn CMV.
The one because
no.
You're all too busy and too hot. We had other CMVs that we were filming at SunnyCon. So many CMVs. But yeah, fingers crossed. SunnyCon, we will have everything sorted for that.
Hopefully.
We should do. We need to, something I need to do though soon is speak to certain people, see what's going on. AC saying, "Ooh, Mel, if you come to Rycon, you get to meet Miles. Is Miles the boyfriend?" Ooh.
To be fair, I think SunnyCon is one of those that even if it turned out that we weren't guesting for some reason, I would still go because I enjoy it so much.
For sure. I do the same thing. That's why I'm like, Rycon, to be honest, I enjoy as well as a con. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'll go ahead, but fingers crossed we have a panel at Rycon coming up.
Hey.
But the issue is that you folk are busy on that weekend. So it might just be me that listens. It should be fun.
Like, it's something, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because, like, I really enjoyed Glasgow anyway, so, to be honest, if I have any spare money, it might be something I consider trying.
Yeah, because, fingers crossed next year anyway. But, yeah, because honestly, it's a really good con. We keep saying we need to go to 2 days because it is a really good con. Again, you would love the artist bit. The artist alley is lovely.
And it's one of those things we do anymore. So, we'll see what comes up next year. Like, if I have spare funds, I might tag along.
Cool.
AC says, yes, he is the boyfriend. He was in chat last stream. Don't you remember?
I have slept since.
But you're the social one, Mel.
Look, I remembered it was a boyfriend, okay? But I did remember his name, so there you go. I am the social one. People did the thing and came up to me first at the table. I was like, hi! Granted, we've met Shay before. Someone knew Shay. Like, hi! Hi, stranger. And I knew Alicia was coming as well, because Alicia was there.
It was quite sweet. So we did the first day at Universal. We did the Marauders. The second day we decided, right, we'll go in just like casual house clothes, so that we can just like have a chill day in the park and not worry too much. We saw these other guys filming Marauder stuff while we were there. We were like, ah. The third day we went in Fantastic Beasts, and people were like asking for our photos and stuff.
Aww. That's cute.
But we didn't last very long in Fantastic Beasts, just because like I had binder, shirt, waistcoat, and I was just like melting.
Yeah, that would not be a good time. Like, no. Right. Well, you know me, I wouldn't have bothered with things, but that's me.
We're thinking next time.
Hello. Most of the time. Well, sweatshirt for a normal person, so coat with Debbie.
AC says, Mel, how dare you? Miles will be deeply upset on hearing your forgetfulness of his name.
No, don't do that. That's mean. No, I'm very good with names. Attest to that, because I did kind of go. It took me a minute, but I got him.
I'm just terrible with both. It's pretty bad as how I remember my patients is what their teeth look like. Don't recognise their face, but their chart, I got you.
To be fair, you're not looking at them. In good stead when I used to work like more kind of customer facing. Because I used to remember everyone's face. It doesn't sound me in good stead now though, when I recognise people and go, I don't know where I know them from. Please tell me. I'm terrible with names, like I will forget names really quickly unless I know you. But I'm really good with faces, which works pretty well for cosplay. Except when people have chameleon face and then I just go, no, Sarah.
Or Blair, Blair just completely.
And then it was just like suddenly, like, there's this. I'm just like, oh my god, Blair, you scared me completely. I did not recognise you at all.
He doesn't like Fantastic Beasts. Well, I'm not sure we're gonna like him after that.
Well,
okay.
My fella doesn't like Harry Potter at all, but he actually quite enjoyed Fantastic Beasts. He was like, oh, I'll try this one. It's like a new series and a new thing. So we went to the cinema to see it, and he actually quite enjoyed it. But you don't need to know anything about Harry Potter to be able to watch Fantastic Beasts, probably enough. You ain't gonna fit, you ain't gonna fit. One of you can fit. Kind of like use as much of the material as I possibly can. I also kind of want to get rid of the scraps, so I'm just like, let's cut these out, and then I can make them into things. Fingers crossed we'll have a panel about cosplay groups, because we haven't done that one for a while.
We will have a couple of videos, I think, from various bits of Florida. So we will have the Harry Potter bit for you guys. We bought a lot of the Sweets of Honeydew, so we're probably going to do a try all the crazy shit that we bought. No, me and Sarah, we've been eyeing up these sweets for a while, and it's like, we're gonna have to do a video, aren't we? And it's like, yeah. So we'll have that for you guys. We get to try it, so you guys don't have to.
Yep.
Because we do in fact own the Bertie Bott's every flavoured beans. We did buy some.
I've got some video as well, but like UK version, not the proper version.
Oh, we have the proper ones.
Wow.
Mostly for the boxes.
Your props now.
Like we like memories rather than for you guys, so it's not really something we're gonna share for Disney. I don't think, just because it's like, I might show it to you guys.
Yeah.
The Potter stuff. We were just like, you know what, we might as well.
Like, you guys want
AC says, me and my cousins decided to have a weekend of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts, then go and see the new movie in cinema together. Family bonding time. Ah. Oh, that's out soon. It's the 16th, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 16th of November. Might see if I can book some tickets for that. I'm working in Avonmouth, so it's a bit far, but it's Friday. It's okay. Yeah, same, actually.
There's not been one I really want to see.
I'm trying to think what the last thing I saw was.
Mine was Avengers.
It all came out first, didn't it? And Avengers.
Yeah, there's not been a lot, to be honest. I'll probably go see the new X-Men one.
Oh, sleepy, sleepy.
See a pile of cut out patterns. So many. See if I can actually pattern any of them up. Make sure I've got enough. It's my actual pattern.
Yeah, still not recovered from jet lag. It took me 3 hours to get to sleep last night, so I was asleep at about 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah. Just not bode well for the rest of the week. I'm like sleeping at lunchtime at work. It's like napping in the corner.
I'm not sitting on my pattern.
Queen Slay. Oh, I knew you just sit there and look at what Alpha struts. Well, yeah.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I've seen bits in the trailer that make me look hopeful, or make me feel hopeful. But I don't think it's ever going to be particularly addressed just because they want to sell it in China, where it is unfortunately still illegal. Or frowned upon, definitely. So...
I mean, definitely need some more big patterns cut out because I got one from the many and many and many. So I was trying to count up how many I had of different things. Yeah, plenty to keep me going. Always good. So some scraps from various costumes over the years. I mean, this blue is from my first cosplay that I did. Will fit.
Hey Sue, I'm sorry. I'll let you dream. Have your fan fiction.
Always have fixed it.
And let's face it, J.K. Rowling's word doesn't mean much anymore at the moment. Pretty much as soon as she denied that Remus was any kind of LGBT was the moment I was just like, no. You've literally used lycanthropy as a metaphor for like AIDS, and yet you're not giving us a queer character. Not saying that, you know, but unfortunately it's what I've talked myself into a hole there. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it was very much at one point synonymous with LGBT folk during the 80s in which this was actually set.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to talk myself out of a hole.
Yeah, I just kind of, I'm like, you'll never have my own.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
It was a crashing noise.
Oh, it's probably just me moving the scissors.
Okay.
That's true. Didn't think it was that loud, to be honest, but. There we go. Big lad. Yeah, I think some arm braces as well at some point. I also kind of want to do for a bow. And that needs to be one that can take to cons. Because I have my Legolas bow that Rob made for me. But it's very much, you can't take it to cons.
Yeah. Hey. Hello. A wild Sarah appears.
Hello, Sarah.
Hey.
Has she been doing the gaming thing?
She was.
He didn't even die.
Oh, you're not trying that enough.
Well, I mean, I got attacked by troglodytes. It was not. The aerial hyena was not enough of a shock, and they bit me a lot.
Debbie in a corner as Remus just singing gay European to herself. Both, mate, both. Until Brexit, and then we won't be European anymore.
I mean, no, we will be. We'll still count as being part of Europe. Hello, darling. Have missed fellow queer.
I mean, I don't know. Luke might be our favourite gay boy. And he is possibly 5 foot something.
Who the hell knows?
He's not boob height. I think.
Hey. Oh. You guys been having fun? Yeah.
Well, I lost Milan at one point, but I found her. It's okay.
A little bit. She went to the army. What are you making, Mama?
Pouches. So many pouches.
Don't get to completely hide out of this one, Debbie.
Damn it!
Nice try.
My roleplay buddy has replied.
That's a shame.
Oh, I can't curl up anymore. That's the TV remote.
That's my fault, Hal.
So domestic.
You're throw it. If you break the remote, you broke the remote. I'm tired.
I recognise that.
Joshua Washua says hello.
Hello.
Hi. Yes, well, it's fun session. We went to caves. One of the most fun parts of playing my current druid is literally going from tiny thing to potentially less tiny thing as halfling to great big bear and watching people go, ah!
Indoor voice, girl, indoor voice.
I've only just got indoors. There you go. Apparently Luke is 5'4" because he's taller than AC, but a little shorter than his friend. AC. And yes, darling, you are short.
Yeah, AC is a little.
I'm not going to say that everyone's short compared to me because there are some taller people around there, but, you know, Debbie's short.
Yeah.
Debbie can't reach the top of the cupboards.
Shut up. Debbie can't reach the fire things either.
Yeah, but
at some point.
Debbie's not sad about the fact that she can't reach the fire alarms. Because it means she's not in immediate proximity when they go off. She gets the ability to block her ears when we do the test run.
As I said, if you use a poking stick and a pillow, you can muffle it.
Uh-huh.
We can do it back to
Discovered.
In fact, Matt's actually found if you actually just take them off the wall, which is nice.
We may have accidentally knocked ours off, but it came back up again, so it's fine.
So all good. No, you are short. Just accept your fate. You are short, AC.
They're not short, they're fun size.
Because you all are.
Excuse me?
Oh, fine. One of the exceptions. As party I went to Friday night, and someone had sit in fricking forever, had forgotten quite how tall she is. Until she stood up for a hug, and it was like, you're not even in heels, are you? Yikes! Hi, Ree!
AC, I'm actually average height for a 12-year-old boy, but that doesn't mean anything.
Means a little.
Just learn to walk in massive heels like Luke does, and then do like normal height.
Yeah, you mean what Luke does. Luke is more stable the taller he gets in heels.
Yeah.
He's weird.
It's really weird. Metaton, them go-go boots running up and down the stairs.
I mean, does that just mean that he's technically designed to be taller? He just never got there, or who knows? You had fun talking Disney then.
Yeah.
To show off, is that why there is vague unpacking having been done?
Maybe.
You get asked, why haven't you posted any pictures of Luke? I can't. And some nail polish. That's about it, I think. There isn't candy.
Pretty good going.
Candy.
Pretty good going.
Yeah.
We spent so much in Honeydukes.
We spent more in box lunch.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That's not $50 on $50 on sweets each.
True. We did spend $100 on candy between the two of us.
Wow.
Oh, Josh liked the Vampire Chronicle at the end of the shooting, but even so, there had to be a few retakes because people kept just cracking up.
Yep. What were we doing? We were off like filming the Pride stuff, weren't we, most of the day?
No, we weren't. We were off doing the.
Marauders.
No, it was a different day. We were off doing the.
Oh yeah, of course we were.
Mhm. Because I was definitely in Deer, which we have yet more to do for that one. We have so many ideas for that one. We didn't even get through half of them, I don't think. I'm not sure we even got through a third.
Again, so I found some more.
Yeah, I don't go on Tumblr. I'm addicted to the compilation lists that exist on Facebook that you get linked to, but I don't go on Tumblr itself, so it's not as bad, right? Right. Sure. I have addictive personality, it's not my fault. Which is why I don't go on Tumblr. Not entirely. I did, actually, because it took absolutely no acting whatsoever.
It's fun, right?
I am serious. Sirius is me. If you didn't love him so much, I would be stealing him from you.
No. It's my boy. But
Yes.
we do tend to go for similar types of characters anyway. Considering how many wigs I've tried to use for that boy.
Yep. But, yeah, it was fun. We messed around a lot in character, which, bear in mind, she's normally a Lily.
Yeah.
That was an interesting turn of phrase for her. But there was a lot of...
I've never seen her crossplay much either, really.
I've seen her cosplay Peter Parker.
Yes. Like, she does some, but it's not as obvious or as glorious as her ball gowns on occasion. So it gets less sort of notice.
Yeah.
Other stuff, but I have promised to cosplay with her some point next year, one of the Sunnies probably, where she's gonna cosplay and she's gonna do Dipper Pines from. Fair enough, every Mabel I've seen does the exact same jumper, and I want to do one of the fun ones that light up.
Always fun.
Which we'll have to aim for the Sunny when we're unlikely to die of heat, because Mabel does. Yeah, being August or
I don't know exactly when. I haven't looked it up properly.
Yeah, might be that one then, so I don't die. I mean, there is an episode where she goes around in a t-shirt, but that's boring. I want to light up LED jumper. Because I can.
Because you can.
Because I can. You're making all of the things, Mel Mel.
Yeah, I'm just kind of cutting bits out, to be honest. I was sewing some, and then, because we did Rapture Newcastle, and it was really, really good. There weren't actually that many. I was got to meet Shade again, and we got to meet Alicia. Good.
Not bad.
So yeah, I'm just kind of, we're looking at lacing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. We're going to try and use up scraps first, and then see what happens.
Yeah.
But, like, I've got a lot of scraps. Because you always like keep enough, like, to be like, okay, like I've got enough here not to be able to throw it away, but also you can't really use it or anything.
Yep.
So yeah, that's basically why I started doing it. Because it's all stuff from, like, this green is from Legolas.
Yep.
My vinyl is from what was going to be Bellatrix's corset, and also there's a brown as well, which I don't even know what that was for. Don't know. And then there's my blue from my first ever cosplay, and apparently I bought way too much material. So yeah.
There is so much material in my fabric box nowadays. I look at that and go, I obviously bought that for something. Oh, AC does Dipper and Mabel with a friend. Well, I hope my Mabel comes out well, AC. We shall see. I am not altogether suited to her style of hairstyle, so we're going to see how that goes. I actually have to deal with a long wig again, which I don't tend to do, with the exception of Narcissa. In which case, I'm only in her for about 3 hours nowadays because I have too many other cosplays to do. I can't stay and sit all day.
To be fair, the only reason we usually stay in like the Marauders longer is because we're usually filming something.
It's true. Necessarily have to be. I can technically be just behind the camera if I can get enough people for. So that would be a nice change of pace. I get to do it every so often.
Not having to be in front of the camera and behind it. Oh my god.
But yeah, that depends on if I can get someone to be the other two characters I need. Which, to be fair, you don't need to see their faces, just their bodies, so it should work pretty well. It's just going, hey Blair, come be angsty with me, Blair.
What character?
It's an angsty Regulus vid. So parents could be any old sort of, ace generic suit and shiny shoes, and Sirius will be, etc., etc. A little bit artsy. See if it works or not. But there is very, very up for both doing more with his Regulus and for just general angst, because he might pretend otherwise, but he is a sad boy like that. Just live my life with me like that one. And it uses natural hair for Dipper, so he's good. And Dipper is his most comfortable cosplay, unless it's cold. Yeah, fair. I think Jack might be my most comfortable cosplay.
I think...
Even with the binder, he is just dead.
I think mine is probably going to be the Left 4 Dead guys, or Jane. Because those ones are just ridiculously comfortable. But also Bex is really comfortable.
I don't know. Queenie's quite comfy from a girl point of view.
Bex is really comfy because it's just a shirt and leggings, and the same with Killian. Like a lot of my ones that I've kind of just fallen into are really comfy. Yay!
Yeah.
Like Mystique's comfy as well. Like a lot of them that.
Yeah.
One sitting on the floor.
Things out. Pretty sure my laptop is actually trying to set the house on fire nowadays.
Well, Caleb's pretty comfy as well. Just he's one boy if I have to wear the coat. Watch me not wear.
I have less of those. Like Dean is about the only one, and even then, comparatively, he's not that warm. I haven't worn Dean in freaking ages, mind.
That's what I mean. I've got lots like I haven't worn in ages. Because I'm trying to do more technical cosplays. Or more group stuff.
Well, there's 3 major ones I can think of that I want to do next year that are going to take actual proper building. Not counting Mabel in that one. But I want to do a couple of vague armor buildy type ones. And I want to do a big ridiculous one that like 3 people will get, but it will make me happy. So, as we seem to be doing a lot more cons next year, hopefully I'll have time to build and wear things.
Well, like I said, we have 6 in the works, which is fun. So yeah, we...
No, 6 in the works for you guys, right? One's a bit far for us for a Daycon.
Potentially. But, yeah, but 4 of them at least will be central-ish.
And to be fair, Birmingham is pretty damn easy for us to get to.
Yeah. Birmingham's like the best location for us all because it's just in the middle. Like it's not too much, like obviously the Scottish guys have been able to go to relatively straightforward. Also parking is so much easier in Birmingham. Like, basically saying how horrible Newcastle was, again, with sat-navs. It was, again, hellish to get in and out of. Like, as soon as you were, like, down there, it was fine. Like, as soon as you were, like, driving down the roads and everything, it was fine. It was literally the last 15 minutes. The same coming back out. It was city centre. And Alison's car is not small on car park. and Alison's car is pretty big and doesn't have a great turning circle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a fun time.
Poor Jeannie.
That was a small car park, not a big car.
Well,
apparently AC managed to chat to a friend for you, babyface, but Mel and I and Debbie on the outskirts, but less so this year at least, are at that age where just plans everywhere.
And stuff, they've got weddings and stuff to go to. I think Alison's brother's getting married and stuff, so that's why they've been sort of absent as well. Back and forth trying to get stuff sorted for that.
Both of my brothers are engaged, but I've got no idea when they're actually doing the ceremonies, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure my little brother wants to be sensible and actually have a house first before they do expensive wedding things, so that's cool.
House is a
Did you manage to get all of your ornaments in cribs, by the way?
Yeah. The only one I didn't end up getting was Belle because her face was just super derp on all of them.
Fair enough.
So.
Derpy derp face.
Derp. Oh yeah, Best Bander is here. Best Bander is here.
Hello.
5 minutes.
I know, it's what he does. He was sleeping in his cat bed. Because I was busy, he was like, I can't come and sit on you. Oh wait, now I can. Ha ha ha. I need to kind of glue the lining down. And then, and then sew the bias around the outside. It likes to slip.
Yeah.
So I tend to just stick a bit of contact glue on, but I've basically run out of contact glue. So I can't do any more. Bye Alfie. She says trying to reach stuff from by not getting up. That's always useful. Yeah, I basically did 2 earlier. So this one is real pretty. It's got the slithering green, and it's got the real pretty lining. So yeah, that one's pretty. And then this one's just a blue boy. And again, he's been sewn on that.
But they wouldn't fit. I have a lot of dice.
Do you need a big boy?
I have a big boy and I'm already a bit crammed.
Oh, that was like, that's not even a big boy, hang on.
Old, at least.
Well, I can make you a big one.
Hello,
big one. He makes a real
he
big boy.
is an old ragged boy who is full of D10s because of my exalted past life where you need full double handfuls of D10s for some of your rolls. Which is satisfying, but
a
you
real
have
big
to math
boy.
it. Yeah. It's very satisfying to roll a handful of dice until you actually have to add it up, and it's like, ugh, no. Apparently AC does no one can care about texting their friend about the wedding because Alfie is here.
Yeah, but Alfie's gone now. Alfie's gone, like, he came basically to have cuddles and then go, excuse me, it's food time. So, he's no
He
longer...
came, he saw, he left.
He came, he left. He's already gone. Just seen it.
No.
Yeah, we'll say as well about possibly Birmingham.
More of a pain, but if we can do it like we did last year and sort of cut it in the middle with you, it's not so bad.
Yeah, that actually worked pretty well.
See how Liverpool works. Not sure how that one's going to work.
Again,
Might have to do similar.
Again, it's not that much further to Liverpool, really. Like, Newcastle's way further.
Okay.
Like, literally from my house to Liverpool, it's about an hour.
Possibly pick you up on the same day then, even have sort of a night less in the hotel or something. I don't know.
Essentially.
Basically, just it all comes down to how conscious Debbie is because she is an old person.
To get to the con, the trains to Liverpool are up in the backside. So I want to kind of be kind of going to and from my house. It's not like Manchester is, like but like before the con, like said potentially a night less in the hotel.
Yeah. Josh is asking, how are we doing?
The answer?
Like, it's been a week, we really shouldn't be. But, yeah.
It's horrible coming back though, it really is. Like, it's such a difference in the time difference. Because, like
I was intending... I will see Elena to the bus stop, and then I'm going to bed. I managed to get up about 5 hours later, so I wasn't too killed. It was also not fun getting up. So... I don't normally nap. But to be fair, that wasn't actually technically napping, that was sleeping at the end of the day. But it's less than a full day's sleep. Can't win.
It's a bit of a horrible time, to be honest, like that sort of time sleeping. But yeah, that's why you guys went to Rapture, because you'd literally just come back from Disney. Funny that.
Yeah. I'm fully awake. But he's half asleep, he's okay. But the logic.
Theo's cut my hair when he's been
much more complicated things, like sometimes I will miss the lock when completely fine, but when drunk, hitting that much harder. But who knows?
Matt's dyed my hair while he's been drunk, and he's done a much better job than when he's sober.
Get some clippers and ask Debbie to keep my undercut down to sort of save monies at the hairdressers. But at the same time, I have realised that he did actually screw it up, which is nice. Yeah, like about halfway through, he just sort of put the dye on. So I had all the middle bits sort of hooked up out of the way, and I had the dye on, and I was sort of eyeing it in the mirror, going, I swear my green is higher than my blue. So mentioned it to him. I went, oh no, it's just because of the way you're sitting and the angle. He's just hiding it. Like, all right, well, he's a professional. He knows what he's talking about. Lies. My blue does not sit on a natural parting, so I'm having to sweep the excess back and grip it at the back of my head, so it's not overshadowing the bloody undercut and ruining the whole point. So to get to the right level. So. Grumble.
Well, again, that's something you can always fix yourself.
In theory, yeah.
Visible boyfriend. He was always very good at keeping my side shape down.
Like, depending on how comfortable Debbie is feeling, it might be a case of going onto Facebook and going, which of my Bristol friends has clippers and is happy to use them?
That's true.
Discount ads. Because he's really nice. It's just, damn it, I knew I was right.
I still have clippers over there, to be fair. It's just a shame I'm so far away.
You need long arms.
Long arms. Alison. Where's Alison when you need her?
Alison's always our selfie stick. She's great.
We had that a couple of times in America, like, with a slightly confused Elena, just me and Debbie going, damn it, where's Alison? Secretly Mr. Fantastic. She just extends.
Oh, Luke, bless him. He took some really good pictures at Rapture. But you just like using his phone for it. So like he put the beauty filter on. It's a good beauty filter. So he said everyone looks better in orange. It's great.
I mean, there's a reason they use it so much in movies. Yes.
Yep.
Because she did fastest ever photo shoot to get out of costume because she was so hot. She was so warm.
Wearing a long wig in the heat as well. Like.
Well, yeah.
What was it you went on when you got absolutely all soaked wet through?
We went on 3 in quick succession, which was our main problem.
That's why. Then.
The first one was the Jurassic Park ride, where we weren't that wet, but we were wet enough that we figured, well, we might as well go on the other water rides while we're damp. And then it was Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls got most of our fronts. And then
Build-Rat Barges.
Build-Rat Barges got the rest of us.
So you just decided to go with 3. To be fair though, when it's really warm, surely that feels quite nice.
Yeah, except I want that to
dry out. So you just end up with wet underwear, which was not pleasant.
And I was in jeans and Converse because I made a bad.
I remember the jeans discussions.
And then it was a poor choice because in my defence, I was 12.
Oh dear.
I don't think we went on Build-Up Barges last time. I think we just did Jurassic Park. I don't know. Yes, we got sopping. Like, wring out our clothes wet. And while they have people dryers, they're only really effective at actually drying your hair. They don't really do anything to the rest of you.
That's fine. I know, because like, just when you guys sent like videos of it, I'm just like, what the hell did you go on? It's like you just been in the shower.
Basically, those rat barges had a literal shower at one point, yes.
Ah, fair enough.
At the Ripsaw Falls that got the back of my jeans because we'd already got them fairly wet, and then there's this final bit that just like spits at you from behind, gets you. Because, was that the one where we had to share it with a couple? And I got some very weird looks because I was yelling about the fact that it was adding insult to injury in the direction of the stream of water that had just got me. I got some odd looks Skyping him.
Oh god.
Sure, why not?
Spider came out my leather yesterday and was cutting it out like squish. It was big.
Yeah.
No.
I just get the Debbie call. Although she's mostly relatively good at dealing with herself nowadays.
On occasion there's a big bugger.
Yeah, it was where the friend who was in the same building as her, it was just I got a text, I just got a little message of, how are you with spiders?
Oh no. 5.
Sorry, yeah, she had 5. Multiple of the bastards. So I sort of shoot them all down and then flush them down the sink. That was a fun, half a bit before we sleep. That had only been about 20 minutes beforehand. But book and go see what's going on.
You're a good egg.
I try.
Go be the spider saviour. That's what you'll need.
Weirdly, there weren't many. I didn't see any in Florida.
No.
It's not really that many over there, to be honest.
Got bitten a few times by mosquitoes, but
a lot less than done, to be honest. I think the multi-bands did their job.
Did.
Yeah.
Because you guys were actually, you would have been outside a lot as well. Like when I was
We
talking
were.
to her, I was like, yeah, actually, you would have been, especially in the heat of the day.
Yeah. On the coach on the way to the hotel, the guide had like mozzie bands that he was selling that he recommended, and we were like, "This is a good idea. We will do this idea." Okay.
Which is what Elena was saying.
We'll have the automatic stuff anyway. So like they had like these automatic fly dispensers like just dotted around. You can see them. We just heard them occasionally, like they would like, bzz, and it would like, it wasn't like electric. It was like it would just be like fly mosquito repellent or whatever. So just kept away a lot of the bugs. Well, yeah, something like that.
We regretted the other thing we bought on the coach though, because we also decided to go for the trolley tickets to get up and down I-Drive, and we used it once. Because it turns out they consider 3 stops is about a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we were waiting for the trolley to go down and find Walgreens on our first night because we had to buy lots of things because we had to leave most of our toiletries behind. And we sort of been standing there for a while, and the trolley still hadn't shown up. And then sort of someone, I can't remember which one it was, but one of us sort of glanced down the road and went, I can see it. It's there.
I remember that in Vegas. Like we had a jump on, jump off bus service thing, like trolley stop type thing. We had a similar thing where we were just in like a lot of, unless you're in a city, like a lot of like the more rural parts, it's all cars. It's just like if you're in like New York City or Boston or something, then you might walk a bit more. But like generally, they don't really walk. It's always a bit weird to me. I'm like, because we'll always, when we book a hotel or whatever for a con, we'll always be like, try and be within walking distance if we can, like 10-15 minutes if possible, cheaper. So definitely like, that's a possibility for next time. Because the parking was £6 for 24 hours rather than like 18 quid. So a lot cheaper and not really that much further to get into town. So like it was better for that in that regard because it was a lot cheaper. But in terms of like getting into the place, it was still just as hellish. But we're only like, because we were all like, I was checking with everyone, making sure everyone was fine with like campus, and cut off quite a lot of it anyway.
Yeah.
So we're walking up towards like where the Primark is in Newcastle, kind of around that area, and it's about 5 minutes from there. So it's not that much further really to where you're going, rather than, you know, when we were just trying to rely on transport as a plane. Or trying to drive to the con.
There's something about teaching you sign language, Mel?
I am pretty bad. Not the best. You know, good hand-eye coordination is not my forte.
If you need to give a line, you need to give her to be able to read it over and over again about a week in advance, at least.
Or if I'm learning a song, I'm actually easier at learning a song. But again, if I practice it over and over and over again, it gets a lot easier for me. But yeah, don't give me lines.
Interesting that she's learned this now. Do you think she'll apply it in the future CMVs?
Not.
Excuse me, can I refer you to our Christmas CMV?
Yes, can we refer you to all the other ones?
I sent the lyrics for the Firefly one like a good month in advance.
Yeah, well, I hadn't learnt my lesson by then. I think Firefly taught me.
She does know.
Oh no.
It's fine for the Marauders headcanon thing.
I remember from last time, because we were like, we are not doing those today because Mel has not enough coffee.
It's fine.
Literally have a script in front of you.
Talking to a microphone, woohoo! There's the lines in front of me, woohoo! Yeah, like we chance for anything. So that too. But yeah, Dragon Prince. That's why. Because the character from that's very, very me. And I'm like, but I can't do sign language, so I wouldn't feel like right doing the character without knowing a little bit of sign language.
I must admit, Debbie and I were watching it and sort of went, and there's Mel.
Yep.
There's Mel aesthetic.
Luke and Emily were trying to talk me into it, Sonny, and I was like, God damn it, guys.
I started off liking Soren, and then the more I watched it, it's more like, I don't want to like Soren, he's a dude, bro!
But yeah, the answer to how fast can you learn stuff on average, very slow. I'm old. Leave me be.
You can use coffee as an incentive. You do these signs right, you get a coffee.
I mean, be prepared to have...
Yeah, don't do that. Oh, we were unloading at Rapture, and we've been driving. Me and Alison were just like, we're dying. We need to we ran into, there was a Costa right across from the car park. And we were like, we're dying. We really need the loo. So we ran in, used the loo, and I was stood there going, I could get coffee, but then Luke was like, no, you can't get coffee. You gotta carry things. So I was like, oh, no coffee, and I'm stood in here.
It's really fast, though.
But we did have to carry all the things, because you know how much we've got it set up table. We had the car full. There was just me in the back, and then there was all the stuff next to me and in the boot, and in their big car. Amazing. So there was that.
Yeah.
The table looked so good. Luke pulled it out of the bag so much. Just like, yes. But I'm looking forward to the other cons that we will be doing. Because fingers crossed we got right on.
We actually did a surprising amount of cons this year.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind how much money we had to save and days we had to save. So, be able to do a few more next year, which will be good. I mean, Debbie's doing MCM Birmingham, but I'm not, because I am rather severely in my overdraft.
I will be doing Birmingham depending on how much the hotel is. If it's ridiculous, I can't. Because I'm also not great on the money front right.
Like, I actually brought money back from America, so that's
good.
cool. So that's what I've been spending for the last week.
That's good though.
But yeah,
I've been trying to be good for the past month or so. Because I went quite badly down, like, in terms of there was some unexpected expenses, like my fridge freezer dying, that I was, like, not expecting. I had to dip into savings for, and I'm like, oh.
Debbie and I are going to start shoving money back into savings in the new year, but we're going to use the next couple of months to sort of build up our reserves again.
Yeah.
At least we managed to sort out pretty much all of your guys' Christmas and birthday presents in America. So
that's pretty cool. I haven't started Christmas stuff yet, so I need to sort that out at some point.
Spoiled the hell out of Jeannie.
But yeah, like, depending on what the hotel cost is going to be like, because I can't imagine it's going to be that good right now because we're leaving it fairly late for grub. But we'll see. I think Blair was possibly looking at one as well, so potentially.
Blair soon. We do. We ought to arrange something.
We should.
We can do the arranging. But yeah, I think Alison and I are going to go to work on winter in a couple of weeks. And then we've got potentials for next year. It's exciting. Because that means we can actually plan stuff in advance again. Because that'll be the next thing. We'll be starting to plan that out.
It's cheaper that way, to be fair.
So much cheaper that way. Like, because travel you can't really plan that far ahead. But, like, you can also then kind of plan, like, what to do with the travel. So, like, if going up to Newcastle, for example, is probably far better for you guys to come up via mine again. That's
pretty well.
Yeah, like, it's not...
Despite being trapped in traffic again because the journey between you and us hates us. Apart from that was pretty easy, comparatively.
When I looked at going across to Newcastle again for Rapture, it was like, well, that would be £80 or £90, please. And I'm like, I could go to Edinburgh for £35 return.
Yeah.
Last minute. Yes, please, I'll do that. So I ended up going up to Edinburgh, stopping over with Luke and Alison on the Thursday night, travelling down with them on the Friday, and then travelling back on the Sunday with them, and then staying over and basically kicking around Edinburgh for Monday morning, and then coming home. So, worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
AC says you can have cookies at Rhyme.
Woo! Yeah, it should be me and Alison coming up to Rye, I think. Luke is working, unfortunately he can't get out of it. Christmas hours. 9 weekends in a row. So, no, we're not doing that. He will be unfortunately working, and Blair is away. Blair is actually in Bristol. So,
probably the weekend that we're hanging out with Blair.
Yes, indeed.
Because
so
other boys are students and have a bit more free time than we do.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like, so it'll probably be me and Alison. But considering there's 4 of us that can get there relatively easily. It's one that we are hopefully going to be at next year more. As well as SunnyCon and Insomnia, fingers crossed. Because like Debbie was saying earlier, SunnyCon we'd go to even if we weren't like doing panels and stuff because we love SunnyCon so much. Still good.
Because we like it.
And also like the fact that we've got 2 next year.
It's fun.
It's really time to go. So yeah, I've got stuff to talk to you guys about when we're not on the stream. So yeah, I'm gonna go.
Stuff that you guys get to hear about.
Oh god, can I have a new?
I can't afford it. Oh.
We'll confirm what's happening with Birmingham as well. Because I think